What type of leader are you? Are you an aggressive leader that controls the future and your destiny? Are you a comfortable leader with the status quo? Or are you a complacent leader that totally ignores everything that's going on in the workplace? Are you the type of person that sits in the wagon, pulls the wagon, watches the wagon, or follows the wagon? I'm going to give you a blueprint that you can take back with you. Everybody's got a little cocktail napkin in front of them. Anybody ever write a laundry list when you're going shopping for groceries on a cocktail napkin? I think we all have, right? I interviewed a CEO by the name of Curtis Carlson up at Carlson Companies out of Minnesota. He has $4 billion, that's B, $billion in the bank. Every week, Curtis takes out a cocktail napkin, puts a cocktail napkin in his wallet, and said, Curtis's goals for the week. Is there anybody here who has $4 billion? Because if you do have more than $4 billion, you don't have to do this exercise. When it's in writing, you have a prayer. When it's verbal, you have nothing but air. So I was going to ask you 3 or 4 questions very quickly. And you just scribble them down. I'm not collecting these. Maybe Wes will collect them. I don't know. But if I were to ask you, if you were starting out tomorrow morning in healthcare, knowing what you now know, in emergency medicine with CEP, or if you're part of an existing hospital separate, but you do work as a nurse in affiliation, what would you do differently? I want to know what you would do differently. Write it down on a cocktail napkin. Take, like the old ink blotch test. Just write down what comes to mind. What would you do differently if you were starting out tomorrow morning? Question number 1. This is your blueprint. I'm giving you a blueprint, your business plan. Number 2, if I said to you, I want you to decrease the wait time by 25% in your ED, what would you write down? I want you to knock off 25%. If you're doing for 30, I want you to knock off 7, 8 minutes. 7, 8 minutes. What would you do differently? Write it down. Number 3, what's your battle cry? What's your slogan that you can get the rest of your ED team to work with you, to follow you up the hill? What's your slogan? Dr. Rivas gave me one the other day when we were chatting. He says, a hospital without compassion is like Disneyland without fun. Interesting. Dr. Curry said, great slogan. CEP America is the Marines of emergency medicine. What are you doing daily that's a waste of time, waste of money, waste of resources that you should stop doing immediately?